What's up, guys? I have tried to start this like 10 times in a row, can't seem to nail it, so we're just gonna roll with this take, whether it's perfect or not. Have some updates for you. I'm starting a new challenge called 75 Dialed. Shout out to my boy Sush, who came up with the name for that. I'm gonna do it with him. A daily YouTube vlog series documenting some golf, some workouts, and then I'm training for a PGA Tour America's Q School coming up in a few months. I just signed up for that a couple days ago. That's basically the combination of the Latin American tour and the Canadian tour. And I didn't play any Q schools last year, so I'm really excited about that, kind of restarting the pro golf arc. But before we get into that, a couple updates. I just finished a trip to Morocco, and then I was home for like 5 seconds and took a trip to Puerto Rico. Those were both life-changing trips. Shout out to both of those places. I played in a PGA Tour Champions Pro-Am in Morocco with Paul Broadhurst. So that's the senior tour for the PGA guys. It was unbelievable, trip of a lifetime. I've shared a lot of that on my Instagram and TikTok, but I will definitely be updating you guys on here as well. Try to make a long form video about that as soon as possible. Also in Puerto Rico, I played in the PGA Tour Pro-Am for the Puerto Rico Open. I played with Justin Suh and then also Robert McIntyre, 9 holes with each of those guys. Those were incredible opportunities and definitely fired me up to get inside the ropes and play PGA Tour golf courses with actual pro golfers. Robert McIntyre was like number 65 in the world right now, and that'll fire you up. Those guys are basically living the dream that I've been trying to live for my whole entire life. So to get that close to it, even though it's not quite in the way I wanted to get there, actually playing in the tournament itself was still extremely motivating, and 100% that's a big part of why I just signed up for PGA Tour America's Q School. I haven't played any tournaments yet this year, but now I'm going to start to try to prepare for that. That's coming up at the end of May. I've already signed up for the Scottsdale Open in May, which is out at Talking Stick Resort, and I'll definitely be playing some Bow Tours and Asher Tour events here in California as well. Today I'm going to play my first round of golf in like 3 weeks at Soul Park with my dad. But I'll spare you guys all the details. These videos, this whole series of 75 Hard, I'm basically going to be doing my own spin on it because I got to get back on the daily content grind to share with you guys my whole journey. I'm progressing towards more of an educational mentorship role in social media and less of a entertainer influencer role. And I think that the best way I can do that is by walking the walk. I never understood how people could be a coach at something and not actively still practicing the sport or the skill set themselves. It's like, I get it, at this point, having been a pro golfer for years and traveled and played a lot of events and even won a couple and being an ex-D1 golfer, I don't say any of that to brag. I'm just saying that like I have done enough to at least have enough credibility in the sport to where I could just sit back and coach now. I could be a swing coach or just an online coach or probably go be a high school or college coach. But I think it's much easier to look up to someone, respect them, and put trust in what they're saying if they're still showing you that they're trying to get better and improving rather than just resting on the laurels of what they did in their collegiate days or their pro days. So to embody that, I want to continue setting my own goals and continue charging forward, trying to pursue them. That's going to make everything I say, one, more credible, and two, I think just more valuable. If I'm still actively pursuing pro golf and I'm doing a challenge like this where I'm working out every single day, I guess I'll just lay the rest of the rules out right now. It's read 10 pages a day, gallon of water every day. For me, it's going to be one workout and then one golf practice session, whether that's 9 holes or more, or like a large bucket and 30 minutes of putting. Either one of those is going to qualify as like a golf session for the day for me. A progress picture every day, a diet. So for me, that's just going to be trying to eat 3,000 calories per day of whole food. So no junk food, no McDonald's, none of that shit, and no sweets like donuts, cinnamon rolls, stuff like that. Obviously, fruit is okay, smoothies and things like that, but whole foods, clean diet, no alcohol is a big part of this process. I've already been on that wave in 2024 and making a lot of progress, but This is another 75-day commitment to stay 100% sober. And I think that's everything. I might have forgot one thing. I don't have the paper with me, but those are the rules of this challenge. So each of the next 75 YouTube vlogs and Instagram and TikTok posts in a row, one per day, are going to basically be documenting that. So it is going to get kind of repetitive and boring, but I still think it's important to share this with you guys and also to hold myself accountable. And then that will make it a lot easier for the educational content that I'm trying to make and the coaching platforms I'm building in the future on school and things like that. Those will all be more credible, and the information I have to share with you guys, I think, will be a lot more pertinent and just relevant, because I'm living it. I'm trying to be the best leader I can be by constantly challenging myself, so that I'm not just preaching from a place of, well, I did this 5 years ago and this is what I remember, but more so like, no, right now I'm still playing tournaments, I'm still in the gym, working on my mental health, working on my physical health, my nutrition, just getting better in all areas. That's going to make it easier for me to help those a couple steps behind me get to where I currently am, and then I'll just keep plugging along and taking more steps in a positive direction. So I'm excited. I'm pretty fired up. I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video that Sush was the most current motivation for me to do this. Check out his YouTube channel if you guys have never heard of him. He's doing 75 dialed, and I think he just started yesterday. So not with the golf component, but 2 workouts a day, 1 YouTube video a day, etc. And that kind of fired me up. I just reached out to him this morning and was like, dude, good for you, man. I needed a spark as well. So I think I'm going to just run this alongside you, get my content going again, get my butt back on the golf course again, and get in shape again. I'm in about the worst physical shape I've been in over a year. Tons of travel and just not committing to finding gyms on the road, and I've just been tired. I'll wrap this video up in just a second here, but just to give you guys a bit more background as to why I'm doing this right now. I don't think I've ever experienced such a dramatic nervous system malfunction as I have in the last month. I've been home from Puerto Rico for almost 3 weeks now, and this morning was truly the first morning that I woke up like with a smile on my face, feeling like, oh my God, I'm rested enough to like actually be excited to go live today. Like, it sounds nice to wake up and go outside. Like, I'm excited for the challenge of this cold shower. I've still been doing stuff and I'm still, executing and keeping my life moving forward, but not with a smile on my face. I've been faking it the last 3 weeks and just almost every day hitting a wall at like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and just having to go into bed. Like, I'm not a napper historically. I've never been like a daytime napper, but I just have not been able to push through these days. So I'm not getting in the gym. I have not been playing any golf. I'm just barely moving along at a snail's pace, editing enough videos to somewhat keep my career going, but nowhere near to the level that I know I'm capable of performing and executing at. And it's been just a real testament to what, you got to take care of your body. And I'm not abusing my body at all right now in terms of like substances or partying or anything like that. I'm just exhausted. The rigorous travel schedule recently, and just being in different countries and time zones and jet lag, and then just not having any routines that I'm sticking to, no meditation, no breath work, no ice baths, no consistent diet, just really, really tiny amounts of sleep, trying to like put on for some of these trips and just film everything and meet a bunch of people and take a bunch of meetings. It's been awesome. Grateful for all of it, not complaining, but I've just had the most significant sleep deprivation, I think, of my whole entire life, to the start of 2024. And so pretty much all of March, I've just been knocked on my butt. And today, like I said, is about the first day that I woke up with like half a brain again. And I was like, oh man, I forgot what this feels like to be a little bit fired up and feeling hopeful and capable of just getting through the day. So I know it probably sounds dramatic, but that's been my experience right now. Just really, really tired. And so I know that this challenge is, it's going to be hard. I'm definitely going to probably be dragging my feet within the first week or two, once this initial wave of excitement wears off and the reality of having to film myself working out, golfing, reading, doing other healthy habits, and then editing the videos and posting them every day on every platform and replying to comments, and then building all my other stuff on the side and brand deals and playing tournaments. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be insane. And that's exactly where I want to be. That's where I'm at my best, is when I've forced myself into a position that feels nearly impossible to manage. That's when Alex Romo shows up, and it starts to get pretty impressive. And that's usually when you guys start to pay attention the most as well. And my story becomes more inspirational, motivational, and people attach on for different things that they relate to and start learning from me, teaching me, growing with me. The community grows, and it's just better for everyone. So I know it starts with me. I'm in control. It's all on me to today, like I said, hit the gym for the first time in weeks, hit the golf course for the first time in weeks, turn this camera on for the first time in weeks to make a YouTube video. And then just when the challenges come over the next 75 days, stand up tall to them, keep walking forward, even if it's not perfect. And so I encourage you guys to do it with me. If anybody is fired up by this little speech and thinks that they want to do any of it or all of it that I just mentioned on that list of the 75 dialed habits, I welcome you. Put it in the comments below, or hop on over to my Instagram at Alex Romo Golf, or my TikTok at Alex Romo. I'll be putting updates for this challenge there every single day. So good luck if you guys choose to do it with me. Hit that like button if you made it this far in the video, and subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of the videos in this series. And if not, that's all good. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Peace.